Welcome to One Take Wine. What are we even doing here? I started this weekend thinking, I'll keep it simple. I'll keep it very light, mellow. Then I realized that's a terrible decision. I wanted something a little more upscale, a little bit oomphy, a little bit more one take wine. So what are we waiting for? Pitter patter? Let's get at her. What do we get in the glass? Check that out. Look at the color. What do they call that? Limpid? I don't know. Very, very pale, but green. It's green tint. Lovely quince notes on the nose. Quince, a little pear. And some telltale anise. Not particularly long, but biting and complex. There's a lot of complex flavors going on in here. Some nuttiness and fairly high-pitched, high-toned. Boy, those fruits are nice. Lovely stuff. I mean, it's a pretty simple wine, at the same time a complex wine. One of my favorite producers, Jean-Marc Vincent. Auxey Duresses Hautées from 2020. That licorice streak, that licorice root thing in here pulls this wine together and takes the high tone, lifts up the lower end, almost tannic sort of finish to it, knits them together in a way. You know what I'm talking about. Excellent wine. They're a little pricey these days, unfortunately, but still, I'm glad I treated myself to that. What do we got in the glass? Check this one out. Look at that color. Oof. Purple. Well, purple toned, but there's a depth to it, a kind of a dark ruby depth to it as well. Ooh. Coffee, black cherry, bread / vitamins. This is a proper young Burgundy. It's not so strict that it's inaccessible, and it's not so light that it's easy to ignore. It's a serious wine, but an approachable one. Really, really singing here. Nothing caustic around the edges either. It's just very mouth-filling. Maybe not the most power. It's not a big punch up front, and the finishes maybe just it doesn't take you away. And I don't know, sailing on this endless voyage of Venus freedom. But boy, oh boy, what a lovely wine! A lovely wine, and yet a serious wine. A charmer, but a charmer with the intellect to back it up. Oh wow, yeah. So that's this one, the Gevrey Chambertin from Domaine Trapet, 2022. And it's the Cuvée 1859. Yeah, exactly. I was worried about, Jesus, I couldn't find it, but they write it there in most type. This Cuvée I tried in the 2020 vintage. I was super impressed with. It was so unexpected, to be honest, because Trapet, I've always liked very much, but I've also underestimated it. Anyway, it's delicious. I love this Cuvée. They talked about they would only produce this in great years. 2022 supposedly being a great year. What a day. So I'm just going to wrap this up real quick. Jean-Marc Vincent is always the right call, as is this Trapet. I don't understand this not getting a lot of love really from the critics. I mean, it is. It's getting some average type of stuff, but when I read what they're doing for other wines and, the kind of exuberance that they reserve for other things, and then I was kind of questioning, like, geez, did these guys steal your car keys or something? It's still got a lot of vitamin to it, so you might want to give it some time. Personally, I can still drink them early, but I can just see this is going to be great with some time. Also roses. The ruby, baby. Hey, I don't know, have you tried these wines? What do you think of the vintage 2022? I think is the more interesting question. If you've had Jean-Marc Vincent, I wouldn't mind hearing what you think of that producer as well. Anything else you want to add, just drop it in the comments. Love to read it. Thanks so much for watching. Please drop by again, and until then, hey, stay thirsty.